doing drawing number 2 for your homework, and I made a little, here's your homework sheet. Okay, homework 2. We're going to do problem 2, and I just made a copy and cut it out so I can get it all here on the screen. So notice I picked a point here, a corner, called it A, which would be this corner right there, right, which would be this corner here, and would also be this corner here. Right, those three would be A. And I went from there. I made the 3 scaffold boxes, the front, the top, and the right side. So I'm going to go ahead and complete this so you know. And notice the size of it. It's pretty good size. It fills the space again. I try to make my scaffold boxes pretty proportional to that. You know, don't go crazy and erase everything because it's a little bit out of proportion. It's just try to make it somewhat. All right. So first thing, well, I see this feature here, and whatever the distance I come over. So in the top view, I can come over 2 grids, 3 grids, maybe a little wide. So 2 grids. You could go 2.5 if you want, but I'm going to try to stay on an even grid. So I'll just put that in here like so. So that line here. Right. And then this little block here would be in the top view, so I'll just come back 2 grids and put that line there. So when we're looking down on top, we're going to see this block and this block, which would be this one and this one. And if you look over here and look in the top, I see this block here, so that would probably be right here and here in the top view. So my top view looks like it's done. You know, based on that surface identification problem you did. I mean, you could even label. If you call this point, if you call this surface A and this surface B, this surface C, we'll call this one D. All right, those. So A is here, B is here, D is there, and C is there. So those are the 1, 2, 3, 4 surfaces in the top view. Now for the front view, what we can do is project down. All right, and I think about right here would be the height of that. And then you can project down here. And before I commit to a height, I'm going to go ahead and put this line in and come over, I think, about right there. And that would come up probably about right there. So that looks about what we're looking at, right, for the front view. Now, there's this little block here, so, and it looks like this top is equal to this top. So I'll just bring this line across, and that would put a line right there. So if we label these as numbers, let's call this number 1, this surface number 2. Is there any other surfaces? When I look at the front, I see this one and that one. So it's surface 1 here and surface 2 there. And so I'll get my eraser and I'll kind of erase this other part of the scaffold box so it doesn't go away. Now there's a line type that we're going to study here. It's called a hidden line. The hidden line, since this surface goes behind this block, okay, you can see here on the isometric, the surface, we have to represent this back corner here with a hidden line in the front view. So right here we would put a hidden line, 3 dashes, because this surface does not stop, it continues behind that wall, so we have to reference it with a hidden line. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and darken these in so we can kind of see them. So there's my front view. Now my proportion is a little too wide there for what it is here, but I think it'll be okay. Alright, so there's my top view. There's my front view. Now, you don't have to label the surfaces. I'm just doing that just to help you visualize. And we'll finish the right side view. Remember our scaffold box, if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 grids deep, then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 grids deep. My height projects over, okay, I got my space between it. And we'll go ahead and look at, so if I look at this isometric over here, it looks like it has an L, all right, and the height of it is, the height of this goes to here, all right, and this height projects here, and this block is 2 blocks deep to 2 blocks, so there's my L. All right. And this projects here, so how many blocks? That's 2 blocks deep here, so it'll be 2 blocks, and that comes down, and that is here. I'll go ahead and erase the scaffold box, and then burn it in. So that projects to here. Remember, you can use the grids to help you. So if it's 2 grids deep, remember depth here, D, is the same as from here to here. That's D. Okay, we're going to look at a concept called the miter line technique, which will help us establish depth between the top view and the side view, because this can be kind of confusing at times. But what I'm doing is I just count the grid here. There's 2 grids here, there's 2 grids there. All right, and my heights I just project across. My projection lines, orthographic projection. So I'm going to go ahead and darken this in. These lines are in the same plane. There's that. Now there's one line I'm missing. Okay, it's that hidden line. Okay, and since this surface goes behind this block here, you can't see this corner back here. Turn this straight to you. All right, so there'd be a hidden line back in here where this corner would be. All right, so we need to represent it here. So 3 dashes, 1, 2, 3, represent that hidden line, and that one is complete. So that's problem number 2. All right, and I don't care if you put the D's on there, if you want to label the surfaces, that's fine when you turn it in. But this is problem 1 and 2, and you'll get another sheet to do problems 3 and 4. And 3 and 4 do not have any hidden lines, so problem 2 is the only one that has the hidden line. We'll look at hidden lines more in depth. So